Okay, Aquarius, we have the Acolyte and the Heralds. All right, so I have a few messages off of these cards. It's so interesting. Man, where I am right now, every day I go for a walk, and well, where I am right now, I see tons of rabbits. But today, this is so crazy. Today, I saw this huge snake. So, and it wasn't like a guard snake, it was like a big, like, I think it was a cottonmouth. So, very interesting. So, I feel like there's a level of protection. I'm taking that as a sign. I feel like there's a level of protection for the Aquarius collective right now. So, one message I have off these cards, I feel like, see this little scroll? I feel like you have a message coming in for some of you. I would be very wary because this card talks about a charmer laying in like the hair, kind of like going on its way, and there's a charmer, waiting to ambush. Okay, so you may have somebody here. I also got that Jewel song, My Hands, in talking about kindness. So there could be somebody who knows you're kind coming in, kind of playing, they know that you're kind, and they could be coming in with like a project, okay, a new project. See the Acolyte? It could be a way to get into your energy, okay? So just be wary of that, of anybody coming in to collaborate. Like they could be playing on, I don't know, this is reminding me of an urn. So it could almost be like, oh, it could be almost as like, oh, so and so died. I need help with this. I need help with, you know what I mean? Like it's, I don't know. It could be something like that. So just be wary of people coming in trying to play on your kindness. It doesn't have to be that, but that's just what's popping into my head here. Okay. And the other message I have is if you're, I'm going to pull cards, but this is just what I got on the Oracle cards that I pulled. I'm going to pull cards here. If you're in a stage right now, this is also a card of like, if you're kind of like thinking about your regrets, kind of like, what if I had never gone down that path? Where would I be right now? It's time to kind of let that go. It could be kind of stagnating you. Like, it could be time to like just focus on new things, new projects. It could be stagnating you if you're sitting there thinking, what if? So that's another message. Let's see what else I can get. Yeah, the snake could be like a level, like maybe you need to protect yourself right now. Like be very, especially with Mercury. Oh, Mercury. I was gonna do for my subscribers. That's what I'm gonna do next. Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is coming up, so I know all the astrologers are always like, that's when people come back, but it is like, I mean, sometimes people do. For me, sometimes they don't, but it has happened. So I don't know. I would be very kind of wary at this time. Ooh, the Tower. So somebody could come back out of nowhere. It's interesting. Now that I just mentioned the astrologers, I'm pretty sure I saw one that said something about Aquarius could have some people coming back around this time too, honestly. I'm not sure if it was Mercury retrograde or just if it was something else, because I kind of take that stuff in and I forget it. I don't know. I'm not into astrology. All right, let me keep going because I only have 10 minutes. And ooh, so the Tower. That's going to be interesting. Let's get some more. Let's get a couple more. The Magician. Oh, Lord. This should be good. And I can still read this both ways, okay? Two of Swords, Eight of Cups. Okay, so I'll show these. These are pretty dark, so I don't know if you'll even be able to really see them. I haven't used this deck in a while, so... Oh, the Devil, right at the bottom. That's interesting. So maybe it's a time to really protect yourself against anyone coming back around. Okay, I can still read this both ways with both messages. Okay, so let's clarify the Tower first off. So even with these cards, so even the Magician is about creating. So it's about knowing you have all the tools to create whatever you want. So if you're distracted by thinking, what if I never took this path, whatever, what if I wouldn't have done this, then you're not really creating, you're not focusing on new things. So that's how I can read that message. And you're kind of blocking out getting new downloads or new information. So, okay. And that's Two of Swords. That would be a block in getting new information coming in. So you'd be cutting off your... Okay, so that, and then that's where the Eight of Cups would come in, and it would be time to kind of move on, from that thinking. And the other, if you have somebody come back unexpectedly, it would be time to block that out. But let's clarify the Tower. Could be like a warning message for the next few weeks here. You could have somebody coming unexpectedly. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure the time. The Tower. Yeah, this is definitely somebody. Definitely would be somebody who probably walked away from the Five of Swords. This would be somebody you'd want to protect yourself from. Then you'd be guarded. Queen of Cups, Nine of Cups. And it doesn't have to be like an ex, because we have the Queen of Cups. It could be like a friend. Could be an ex, could be a friend, a family member. What's the Magician? The Magician. This is a manipulator, I would have to say. Somebody who's manipulative. Stalker. You have somebody stalking you. And you're just not giving them... Let me see the Magician. I would say it's a friend who's been watching you. So, love on the brain. I would say if it's not like somebody... I don't know, it's almost like a single white female type energy. And if it is somebody who is romantically involved... Look at this. You're ignoring this person. So, this person's upset. So, I would be wary of anyone who's there. It looks like somebody could be trying to approach you. You're trying to, it looks like you're trying to get away from this person. Or stay away from this person. So, I have two storylines for two different types of people here, okay? There's a warning for some of you. All right. Protect your energy. All right. I'll see you next time.